Next up is Lewis Simmons, who's an SDR for mid-market and enterprise at Demandbase. He's going to be talking about exceeding your target by mastering yourself, your strategy, and your processes. Lewis joined Demandbase just over a year ago in his current role. He's previously held roles with Terminus, CenterSum, and ACF Technologies. He's someone that contributes a lot of content, and I just recommend, make sure you follow all these speakers tonight, because they're obviously making waves and they're up here on merit. They've been recommended by their leaders or people in the industry. So can we have a big round of applause for Lewis from Demandbase?
Okay, guys, hello. 3 quick things about me. Louis, SDR, 18 months. I don't like public speaking, but here we are. And I used to be a marketer, actually, for my first 2 companies that I worked for. There's a lot of skills that I've carried over from being a marketer to an SDR. People will disagree with me here, but as an SDR, you are doing a lot of marketing. You're marketing yourself. It's personal branding. You're branding for the company. You're the first point of contact for a lot of individuals. When James briefed me, he said, provide some value, some actionable insights. I'm going to do that in 2 parts. The first part is human aspect of being an SDR, the things that I wish I'd known in my first year. The second part is the more strategic part of what I wish I'd known in my first year of being an SDR. Disclaimer, I'm not an amazing SDR. I'm very average. I still don't enjoy cold calls. And yeah, there's still a lot that I need to learn. I'm not going to focus too much on technology today. If you want to know about the technology I use and how I exceed target, follow me on LinkedIn. Thanks. So, the human things I wish I'd known in my first year of being an SDR. I was from marketing, and it was a bit of a shell shock for me, to be honest. When you're a marketer, you're trying to please everyone, you're trying to do everything, you're trying to help everyone. You can't do that in sales. You need to be fully accountable for your own actions. I'm a psychology fan. I know someone said psychoanalysis in the survey earlier. You'll like this next slide. There's a concept called locus of control, and a great SDR has an internal locus of control. A bad SDR has an external locus of control. What this means is when you have an external locus of control, things are happening to you, and all you can do is point blame, make excuses, and generally not focus on your own actions. There's always going to be a reason why you didn't hit target if this is your mental attitude. When you have an internal locus of control, however, you're fully accountable for your own metrics. How much you're making calls, the healthy habits that you're scheduling in every day. Use time blocks. It's been a lifesaver for me. Be very aggressive with that as well. Like if you book something into your calendar, do it. If you want to read a book to help you with this, read Atomic Habits. It's absolutely the best book that I've read. That's helped me with the SDR role. I see a few people nodding because it is good. Now more into the more boring stuff, the techie strategic things. Tech is important, but what's more important than the tech is, for example, obsessing over your ICP, the processes for engaging this ICP, and the strategy behind that. Way more important than the tech you use. I use an account-based engagement strategy because I came from marketing. I understand ABM. For those of you that don't know about ABM, I'm going to give you a quick crash course now. One-to-one should take up most of your time, 2 to 4 hours a day. And this is long sequences, highly personalized. I'm sure a lot of you guys understand this already. You test different hypotheses with different stakeholders. Actually think about how your solution solves a problem and test it across 2 different stakeholder groups. You'll then be able to understand more about the priorities of the business. Focus here on highly engaged contacts, like I think it was Ollie who mentioned earlier, the people who are opening emails. Those are the people that you want to be promoting to this high priority stage. The next one is one to few. This is The first step is manual, the rest of it can be automated. It's 3 to 4 emails, and this is semi-personalized, right? It's personalized at the account level, at the persona level. It's got a high data requirement to do this. You need to be able to create targeted lists. You need to be able to use the data, whatever contact data or ABM platform you're using, to create lists and sequences that are relevant to 50 to 75 people. Apply generic hypothesis that you've seen, like trends across accounts. If you've got a certain patch or a segment, that's perfect. And yeah, this is about 10% of my time. I schedule in 2 to 4 hours weekly to set up these campaigns. The final one is one-to-many. This is like a pulse check of your entire target account list. It's controversial, but it's fully automated, for me anyway. And that's fine because you're not spamming. It's 1 to 2 emails, and you're providing value. You're inviting them to webinars. You're inviting them to events, providing case studies, ebooks, this kind of thing. What you're doing then is you're being a marketer. You're building your personal brand and trying to find the individuals that are most likely to convert into an opportunity. If there's one thing I want the new SDRs in the room to walk away with, it's the most important thing, and the one thing is that timing is more important than spending 30 minutes on personalization. It's more important than data. It's more important than LinkedIn. If you can get the timing and relevancy right of your outreach, then you're ahead of 80% of your competition. 10% of your total addressable market is in market or intending to change in the next year. The rest of them, in my opinion, it's not worth reaching out to. It's not worth allocating your time to. You want to be spending your time on the accounts that are ready for your solutions. Focus all the activity here, like I was talking about locus of control. You can control these individuals. You have control over it. So with these other guys, the 30%, have a need, no need, not interested, you can have a killer pitch. Maybe you can uncover some pains, but is it an efficient allocation of your time? In my opinion, no. Focus on the people that are ready to buy. From this, by focusing all your activity, your one-to-one, your one-to-few, on the right accounts for a start, the right personas, understand your ICP, all of that, and getting the timing right, understanding what your triggers are. For Demandbase, it's funding, it's new role, it's previous Demandbase users moving to a new company. These are the 3 main triggers that I look for, coupled with the account intelligence, the personas we have. I can reach out to people at precisely the right time. Tell your managers this, but obviously not in a selling way. This will result in more replies, more opportunities, and more revenue, 100%. My VP did not tell me to say that. Final slide, putting into practice this one-to-few concept I just shared with you guys. If you want to open up your phones, scan this QR code, we will provide you with 25 in-market accounts that are looking for your services for free. Don't expect anything. It's just to help you guys build a business case with your leaders. That's everything for me. Thanks for listening.